Okay, what we have here is my newest guitar, which is Gibson R-4 from 2006. For some reason or other, there's a lot of 2006 reissues for sale. Maybe it's not a great year, I have no idea, but I really like this guitar. The other thing that was good about it is because there's so many 2006s, is this one was bargain price. You don't find too many custom shop guitars bargain priced. These are not very plentiful, but they're also not very popular. There are not that many famous people who have used these guitars. One person who was very famous, who did use one of these, although it was converted over to humbuckings, was of course Jeff Beck. One of his most famous guitars was the Oxblood version of this with 2 humbucking pickups on it. And he did a lot of playing in the 70s, a lot of his best playing on one of these guitars. And I think what he liked about it is the same thing that most people like about it, is with the shorter string length, with not having a tune-o-matic and not having a stiped tailpiece further down the guitar, when you bend a string, the pitch changes easier. Yeah, you can just get all sorts of nice squeals and stuff out of it, and it has a different feel, a different tension than a guitar with a tune-o-matic bridge. And the sound is different than a guitar with humbucking pickups too, because there's this fullness but clarity and no mud. It's just, I'll go with both pickups here so you can hear this sound. It's almost like a Gretsch. It really rings out. There's this nice jangly highs coming out of it that my humbucking guitars don't quite do. A couple of them do, but they have these throwback pickups on them, which are different than the stock Gibson humbucking pickup. There's nothing wrong with stock Gibson pickups at all. These are stock. This guitar has not been altered in any way. It has pretty much original everything except maybe the strap buttons, the strap pegs. But the tuners, I checked the wiring, the frets, pickups. This is a slightly different bridge. This has a compensated shape to it, so it might have a little bit better intonation. That's one of the drawbacks of the stop tailpiece, is that you might not get quite as accurate intonation as you would with a tune-o-matic bridge. But they have their own charm, their own feel. It's like Gibson Les Paul Jr. has this setup. The Melody Makers, most of them have this setup, and Les Paul Specials have this setup. So yeah, when you play it and you bend strings, it feels different than a guitar with a tune-o-matic, and I would say that it feels better. You have to try that for yourself. Okie doke. What was good about this particular one is I like the neck shape. It's not gigantic. It's big, but it's not huge. It's meaty. It's not 60s style. Definitely a 50s style neck, but it's not overly gigantic. The other thing is the weight on this guitar is nice. It's under 9 pounds. There's a lot of them that are up around 10 pounds, and that's something that I don't think you want. I certainly don't want it. My back would not be happy with it. The other thing is the lighter guitars tend to be more resonant. This one, acoustically, it's not. It's not like I have a couple other Les Pauls where you play it unplugged and wow, you can really hear the wood. This one, it's quieter. However, plugged in and turn it up, man, it's nuts. It's so nice sounding. excuse my sloppy playing. It's really cold in here, and my fingers are super cold. And I want to get out of here because I've been here all day working. So I haven't been all day playing my guitar, which is probably what I would rather have been doing. Yeah, go ahead and find one of these things and play it and see what you think. I think it is the unsung hero of custom shop gold top guitars. It's an R4. Not many of them around. Um, and they don't command as high prices like the R9s or the R0s or whatever, but they offer something that those guitars don't. I'm not saying they're better. I'm just saying they're different in a very, very good way. So, what can I say? Yep. Well, thanks for watching. I'll try and do more videos. It's been a long time since I've done one, but I've also had all sorts of issues with trying to do videos. This is like my sixth take on this one. And hey, number 6 is not even that good, so you can imagine how bad the earlier ones were.